Hey everybody, I'm Samy from the band Lost Society. I play guitar and I sing. I'm doing pretty good. We've had a great weekend. Yesterday we played a show with this Finnish band called Mokoma a couple hours from here. We had a great show today. We just played our show here in John Smith Festival in Laukaa. It's the first time we're in this festival because it's being held for the first time, and I have to say we had a great fucking show. I had a great time, we all did, and from the looks of it, the crowd had a good time, so I'm satisfied. I'd have to say pretty good. I mean, we're lucky in the sense that we have 3 albums out, and basically every time that we've released an album, we're always blown away by how good people receive it. I mean, when we released the first album, you know, we were blown away with the 10 out of 10 reviews, and I mean, people were just so stoked about it, and naturally so were we. The second album came out, people took it even better, and for this one, I'd say this was kind of like a breaking, not a breaking point, but like a different situation, because people knew from the moment that the album starts that it's going to be kind of different than what we've released before. You know, it has more mid-tempo stuff, it has more, I mean, less songs, but more inside the songs, I'd say. But I mean, it's been taken in really well. Of course, there's always going to be, no matter what you do, there's always going to be some people saying, oh, this shit sucks, I mean, stick to the old stuff, you know. The people who always say that the first demo was the best. But basically, I mean, you know, you just gotta not regard that stuff. But I'm really satisfied with how Braindead was taken in, so fuck it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I mean, it has actually a lot into it. You know, I'd say that first of all, one of the oh shit. What do you have to say?
Nothing but a good festival. The tires were a little bit slippery and Lost Society killed.
Thanks for that.
Thank you, sir. Alright, so what was I saying?
About the title.
The title. It's actually, I mean, it's pretty deep in many ways, because, I mean, one of the things is that people can probably, if they've read the lyrics, you can see that there's a lot of kind of lyrical themes regarding the Braindead theme, you know. I mean, there's songs like I Am the Antidote, or shit, what songs were there on the album? Songs like Antidote or Riot, you know, they have a lot of kind of anarchy themes to them, and, you know, just like fuck the system kind of stuff. So I mean, you know, if you look at the culture nowadays, I mean, now more than ever, you look around, people aren't thinking for themselves, you know, they're fed everything that they have to believe in, and I mean, the world isn't turning into a better place, we all know that, but anyway, I mean, Braindead is kind of about that. And then of course, during the past couple of years, you know, we've kind of got the whole Braindead theme going on in the band too, you know, it's the Braindead crew, the Braindead this and that, so it's kind of like basically a synonym to Lost Society in some ways also, so it has a lot of different kind of elements to it.
Okay,
I don't know.
So how
Seems
about
like a good name. Well, I mean, the cover of the album is more basically portraying the lyrical themes, that it's basically depicting this person who happens to be a girl in this sense, who's just basically fed up with everything, you know. Basically, of course, the carving on the back is more or less just to get our logo out there, but you know, it's just a person in an asylum who's had enough with everything, and basically, I don't know, she's probably listening to Lost Society in there. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically then the other side of the lyrical themes on the album, that it's basically just these kind of horror fantasies that are happening. Of course, they're all fiction or non-fiction. I don't know what's happening around the world, but anyway, I mean, you know, Only My Death Is Certain and Mad Torture and Hollow Eyes, they have all this, or the thing that they have in common is that it's basically about a person just going pretty deep in many ways, you know. Only My Death, it's a person who keeps on dreaming the same dream, that he gets killed, and the last night he just gets killed in his dreams, can't wake up anymore. And well, Mad Torture is pretty straightforward, I would say, you know, it's just about a torture scene, which I'm pretty fucking freaked out about. And Hollow Eyes is just also more or less a person who has seen has seen a lot. And I mean, you know, you read the news every day. There's always some fucking new douchebag killing people around the world. So I mean, basically, it's about seeing enough of that and then just pulling your eyes out and saying enough is enough. Well, I mean, we just wanted basically a music video that was pretty straightforward, you know, just us playing the song, obviously. And we were lucky enough to get the honor of working with Mr. Ville Juurikkala, who has done, well, for example, the Santa Cruz music videos, he's done Apocalyptica, and the list goes on for so long. And anyway, I mean, we wanted the whole 2-camera thing that he's had going on, because I think it looks fucking cool. And I mean, we just wanted a dark, kind of almost like a stressful music video. You know, we're in such a small space, it's dark everywhere, just like the song itself, also a bit, you know, like a stressful kind of theme it has. And yeah, I think it came out really great. I mean, you know, it's nowadays it's really hard to make a music video, you know, where you're just playing that is interesting, but I think it's pretty cool with the effects that we put into it, or that he put into it. I think so.
Can you tell us how did it happen and how was it?
I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to about how it went, but you know, I mean, we've been buddies for a long time. You know, we're great friends. I mean, because I mean, the cool thing with those guys is that basically, you know, they came out the same time that we did. We released our debut albums the same year. We played the same festivals, and we've been just, you know, it kind of has, you know, the kind of vibes that, you know, Skid Row and Pantera had, or Guns N' Roses and Metallica, and we've always wanted to play shows with those guys because they're just so much fun. And I mean, that the idea for that went because I mean, they live in Helsinki, obviously. We live in Jyväskylä, which is like 3 hours away.
Yeah,
and
we
the
know.
same morning that they started filming, Archie just sent me a message that, hey, we're filming a music video, you want to come drink? Then we were like, fuck yeah, grab a car, and we went there, and the rest is history and a big mystery. I woke up from the street, that's what I remember.
I mean, you know, the video is like, it probably tells the whole story.
Exactly. Well, I mean, in some cases, yeah. I mean, if you have a song called "Fuck the World," it can be a music video that's, you know, you rolling in flowers and shit. So in that way, but you know, of course, in the end of the day, it's always nice to work with new directors and new videographers, you know, who have some visions and stuff, because we're open to a lot of things, of course. But I mean, of course, the song title and the song lyrics always give some kind of basically point of view of what it should be like. That's hard because, you know, they both have their perks. Because I mean, well, obviously, well, I'd have to say that down to just the fact that you know, club shows, maybe because, you know, it's just so intense. You know, there's no barriers between you and the audience. You know, you can be in total contact with them all the time, and you can smell the blood and the sweat, you know, all the time. I think that's just part of what the music that we play. You know, it can be peaceful. You know. I mean, when you come to a Lost Society show, you're gonna go insane and probably gonna get hurt. Of course, it's gonna be fun, but you know, I'd say in that way at club shows, but not to say anything negative about festival shows, because especially in Finland, you know, we've done a bunch of festivals, like for example Ruisrock or Ilosaari Rock, which I like a lot because it's basically a mainstream festival, you know, because I mean, even if you play metal, if you play thrash metal, it doesn't mean that you're going to be listening to that all the time. For example, you know, after a show and we're going back in the car, it's not allowed to put metal on the radio because you've heard enough. So I mean, basically in mainstream festivals, you know, you can first play an intense thrash metal show, and then the next moment you're watching a pop artist or a rap artist or something. And I think that's cool because of the diversity. Well, I mean, I'd say that we don't have a huge saying at the moment on our merchandise, but I mean, pink is always awesome. especially the caps that we had. I hope they're
Yes,
making
they are
more of those
amazing.
because I think that was the coolest product we've ever had.
They are great. Okay, thank you very much.
No problem, no problem.